Space, the final frontier.
I wonder what we're doing today.
These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise.
He does this every time.
And its continuing journey to boldly go where no man has gone before.
Depends when you are.
Depends when you are. That's what I got. That's as much of it as I got. Kirk distracted me. I had it all memorized and down and ready to go for this episode. And then Kirk just had to, interject in the middle of it.
See, we have to do things a little differently every once in a while.
That's true.
Like, we can't just do the same thing.
Yeah,
so.
you're correct.
Yeah.
All right. So
let us know, which do you prefer? Him doing the whole thing or me interrupting him?
It's kind of funny either way. Anyway, this episode was promised to you 5,000 years ago. This is our second part of the first season of Star Trek The Next Generation.
Yep.
Because someone, I don't know who that could possibly be, slowly made their way through the first season.
Mm-hmm. Only finishing the final episode 20 minutes ago.
It definitely wasn't Kirk. So there's only one other option, so you can do
So it was Gabe.
Yeah. Everybody, Gabe doesn't even watch this show, so I blame Gabe. Just in the comments down below, put L in the chat for Gabe, okay?
Yeah.
Because everything that ever goes wrong on this podcast...
It's always because of him.
It's always because of Gabe.
There's never in a million years have either of us ever forgotten something or messed something up or done anything wrong.
Never.
No.
That's never happened before.
No. So type blame Gabe in the chat.
Exactly. All right. So we are covering not really the second half, more like...
Episodes 11 through 26.
Yep, so more like the entire rest of the season, because Baby Judah barely made it 10 episodes in and was like, just get a little boring.
Yeah.
But...
I mean, it was, though.
It was, low-key. But it gets better.
Yes.
It is kind of wearing. Watching an episode a day is wearing.
Yeah.
I will say that.
So I had talked to Judah about this a little bit, where, and even Gabe, that this show, it took me a number of tries to actually get into it, because season 1 is not that good. The show overall, after now I've been through the whole show multiple times, the show overall is quite good. The first season, especially the first half of the first season, which was the last video we made on this, is not that good. It introduces a lot of things that go places that are really cool. Judah does not like Q. I think that Judah will eventually like Q.
I do not
think
so.
I don't think we got anything with Guinan in this at all.
No.
In season 1, Guinan is one of the greatest characters in the show, right? So it's hard to get through this first bit. A lot of my favorite shows, actually, I had to watch multiple times, to the first few episodes multiple times over until I finally got into it. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I talk about that so much on this podcast, about how much I like that show. Took me 4 tries to get into it. This probably also about 4 or 5 tries. Voyager took me about probably 3 tries to get into. Deep Space Nine I still haven't finished. Yeah. Right? So some of the early seasons of some of these shows are more difficult to get into, but they get better as we go along.
It's true.
Slight spoilers in that the penultimate and ultimate episodes, the second to last and last episodes of this season, are probably the best in this season.
I disagree. I do think the last episode, probably the best episode. But the second best one, I don't. I think it's the lore. That's his name.
Yes.
I really liked that episode. I thought that was the second.
I don't, episode. And I think that's probably because of an inverse of what I was just talking about, where things get better. I think a lot of the lore stuff, in a lot of ways, gets worse for my personal taste. Yeah. I actually think you'll probably continue to like that as it goes along. Yeah. I do not, and so that kind of sours my taste of the lore and the crystalline entity episode. Not my thing. Yeah. Though there's some good Wesley moments in there.
Wesley.
I guess we'll get slightly into it now, where I'll talk about that episode with the Wesley stuff. Could have been done better in that, not that it could have been necessarily written better, because I think they're trying to have the conflict, but it would have been really easy for Wesley to be respectful about his disagreements with things. Yeah, that would have cleared a lot of things up, right? If he followed proper chain of command, if he, was respectful. But he's a
child.
But so he is a child.
I can forgive that in the writing. And also, I don't I've been seeing things where it's Wesley's so annoying, yada yada, this, that, and the other, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know what shows you've seen with child actors in it that are primary roles, but low-key he's not bad,
not at all.
He's pretty good,
right?
I mean, there are some episodes where you're just like, okay, he really, like, we just have a cutaway to him making some stupid joke about how he doesn't know something about sex or something, right?
Yeah.
It's like, funny?
Yeah.
Question mark?
Yeah.
You know what I
But
mean?
then there were also a couple of good episodes in there that's like, I believe the one where they kidnap all the children.
Yeah.
That was a good Wesley episode.
This is a good one.
That was a really good one, right? And I'm pretty sure that was in the second half.
Yeah, it was not in the first
I think it was like episode 12 or something, so it should have been in the first half.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Whose fault that is.
A lot of the other episodes are kind of filler type things.
Yeah.
Not sure I remember off the top of my head most of it.
Me neither.
Because I watched most of these before we recorded the first video on this. Because, I kind of thought we were doing it all in one go. But,
Surprises.
Sometimes things don't happen like that. Cough.
Cough, cough.
Anyway, we were able to fit it in here, so it's fine. We literally did have like an empty slot right around this time, and I guess we can do it here. So it all works out. But some of those episodes I don't quite remember a lot of. We're still getting introduced to some characters. We had the Tasha episode where, spoilers, she dies.
Yeah.
Spoilers for 40 years ago.
Yeah.
My gosh.
I know.
She dies.
Big surprise.
It was some stuff that was going on behind the scenes, basically. And I think she wanted off the show, and they were like, well, if you want off, then we're just going to kill you. And they were like,
that's
mad.
so fair.
And so they did, in the most unceremonious way possible. The funeral scene was kind of nice, and the data stuff that happened with that was kind of nice.
It was weird.
Like, he was like, he told Picard that he's not sure if he has missed the point of the service, because he's not thinking about Tasha, but he's thinking more about himself and his loss of her.
Yeah.
And it's like very human emotion type
from an android
thing. Yeah, from an android. And then Picard's like, no, Data, that was the exact point. Which, some interesting dynamics going on with Data and Picard, both individually together, and getting to know their characters a little bit more, and the more mentor side of Picard as well, which we do see going a little bit more, especially again with the Wesley stuff.
Still the hottest guy in the show.
And then another mentor thing with him was the another Wesley episode, this is B plot kind of, but where he's taking the test to become to get into Starfleet Academy, which that's funny. Because
we're covering Starfleet Academy.
Yeah, when he loses or fails or whatever in this testing center against these three other people, which there were some good moments in there, like him overcoming his fears and things like that. So there were good things with that. But he failed, and so he went back to the Enterprise feeling like a failure. But then, Picard kind of consoles him, and he's like, well, don't tell anyone. I failed my first time too. So, a little bit more of that mentor type role for Picard. Especially when we started the season off with, I don't want children on the bridge. Yeah. Right?
So it's good. It's character progression. Yeah. I think it's interesting watching this, because the Star Trek that I think of or thought of before we even started this whole journey, I guess, is like original series or the movies, and we've talked about that at length before. So it's really interesting seeing this, because like some of it is like, oh yeah, that's memorable, and I will remember that, and then some of it's just like, that exists. Yeah. That happened. Like, I'm going to be honest.
I've watched the show multiple times, and I'm forgetting a lot of things.
Tasha's death, like, it happened.
Yeah.
I didn't really care. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Do you remember, by the way, when we did Lower Decks Season 1, where they phoned in to this one desert planet, and there was this black goo blob person that they were teasing? Well, that was him. That was a reference. And I was really waiting for us to finally get through that episode and be like, see, that's what the Lower Decks thing was for. And there's going to be a lot of points like this, because Lower Decks
is reference heavy.
Very reference heavy. Yeah. Even the comics for it, which I got volume 1, it was really good. Gave it to Gabe. He's probably reading it right now.
It's all he ever does.
Yeah, I mean, but it's a good comic. Like, seriously. And again, reference heavy, right? Yeah. So there's going to be a lot of points in here where we're going through this show and others where I'm like, that's the thing. That's the thing.
That's the thing. That's the thing is.
Yeah. So I'll try to point those out whenever they happen.
The tingy.
But anyway, the penultimate episode. The conspiracy episode. Judah, I kind of expected you. I mean, I guess if it's not in your top 2, is it somewhere in your upper,
upper region.
Yeah.
Is in my craw. No, actually, not really. Yeah, I don't know why. Conceptually, we'll just lay out the plot. Yes, I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't bad, and I think I'm more excited. I don't know. I'm more excited by episodes like the final episode.
Yeah.
Where it's like that.
Well, and
entirely
I've mentioned
lore.
a million times before, like the Romulans are the big bads of TNG. We've not had the Romulans.
It feels like it's building up, setting up something, right? It's like, yeah, that does kind of do that. But at the same time, no. I don't know why. It's like...
That's interesting.
It's in the
middle. Once we finish the full show, I will agree with you that it's not a very good episode.
Yes.
Because, spoilers...
The show gets better, apparently.
They don't do anything with it.
Yeah, so...
that whole thing was for nothing, right?
So, yeah.
No, and there were, the political intrigue and things like that was still interesting just in its own right. And the gore of that one guy that they literally just exploded and evaporated. It's like...
Whoops.
Horrifying, honestly, especially for 40 years ago. But
how you want to
then they kind of don't do anything with it. And so it is disappointing with hindsight. But I would have thought in the moment, because you didn't know that, right? I would have thought in the moment that you thought it was a little bit better.
I didn't feel like, honestly, I felt like it was like not setting up that much. Right?
Okay.
I thought the Romulan stuff at the end of the final episode 26, it's probably set up more stuff. And even like some episodes in the middle, like this like feels like it's...
Well, actually, the Wesley... anything really with Wesley is setting up a lot of things.
Like the traveler episode, which we already talked about at length.
But then also... So, yeah, that is actually setting up a lot of things. The testing episode sets up a lot of other things, too, which has a weird connection that we'll talk to when we get to it with Voyager as well. And, Starfleet Academy, and then Voyager. Not the show, Starfleet Academy, but the Academy, Starfleet Academy in universe, which, oh gosh, I've just realized now that that's going to be confusing to the end of time.
Have we done a video on Starfleet Academy, by the way?
We have not done the recap. We will eventually. It'll probably fall on a Sunday, which is where videos go to die.
Yeah, so...
Well, ours do, at least.
Our videos go to die. Yeah. But...
So, anyway, let me know in the comments. Let us know, I guess, but I'm really the one that's curious. What did you think about the penultimate episode when you first watched it?
Yeah.
So if you're going along with us and this is the first time watching it, what did you think? Now that I've kind of spoiled that they don't ever do anything with it, does that change what you think?
Yeah.
It probably would. If you watched this when it came out 40 years ago, hi, Grandpa. How'd you think of it when it was first released? Should I probably not insult our audience
proud,
like that?
Mentorly uncle. I mean, they leave us a lot. Our uncles, all of our uncles, leave us lots of comments about our opinions on Star Trek specifically. So, yeah, we'd love to hear uncles. We'd love to hear your thoughts.
Unk status people, tell us when you watched this for the first time 1,000 years ago. What was it like?
Yeah,
did you think it was good?
Yeah.
Like, did you not think it was good? Could you tell that it kind of? I guess what Judah was getting to is he could kind of tell that nothing was going to happen with this.
Yeah, it didn't feel.
So, did you feel that in the moment? Because I kind of didn't. Although it was also years and years ago when I was, not as intelligent when it comes to media production.
It's okay.
So
we've all started.
Yeah. But also, once you've left a comment down below, please make sure to leave a like, to subscribe if you haven't already. Don't hit it a second time if you have, please. Notification bell if you feel like it. I used to always have notification bell on every single thing, and then I would click the bell tab in the top corner, and I'd use that. And then I realized there was an actual subscriptions tab in YouTube, so I just go through and click all of those instead, like middle click them. It's a lot easier. So if you want to do that instead,
also
fine by me.
If you don't like this video, feel free to leave whatever your thoughts are and a dislike. We like those too.
Any possible engagement does help us to know, should we continue doing something, should we not continue doing something. We're gonna keep doing TNG, just like we're probably gonna keep doing JLI, even though TNG wasn't Judah's favorite thing in the world and JLI was not necessarily my favorite thing in the world. I know TNG gets better, so I assume JLI gets better as well,
for the most part.
That's encouraging. Anyway, also follow us Off the Record JK on Instagram.
Fantastic. All right.
Getting back into some things. What's your overall
thoughts?
What ranking did you give for the first half? What ranking do you give for the second half?
I think I give like a 6.5 or 7.
Okay. What do you give for the second half?
Full season. So now...
No. That's not what I asked. Second half, then full season.
Full second half.
Which technically should just be an average, but it doesn't necessarily work like that.
I mean, it's a little better. It's like 7.5.
Okay.
And
maybe half a point to a point better.
Half a point to a point better, yes.
Okay.
And then the full season, all that is like 6.75 out of 10.
Okay.
Like, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. Like, middling things are a 5, so it's better than middling.
Right.
But it's also, like, it's not blowing my socks off, you know what I mean?
Not yet, at least.
Well, yeah.
So, for me, I don't remember exactly what I put. I probably put about a point higher than you for the first half. So, I'd put it about 7.5. I agree this is half a point to a point better.
Yes.
So, that would put it 8 to 8.5, something like that.
Yeah.
Or 7.5 to 8.
Yeah.
Something along those lines, right? It does get better. 8, on the higher end of my second half. It's a fairly high score of 8. If we're going with the higher end, so it's not like it's horrible. No, certainly middling is 5, right? So it's a couple of points above that.
There are some middling episodes in here.
Yeah, there are some episodes that are below 5, right?
There are some garbage episodes.
Right, yeah. For sure. Overall season, I would give 7.25. I'm gonna go half a point higher than you.
Yeah, no, that's valid. I think I am interested to see where we go. I like some characters. Like I like Data more than I thought I would, and obviously I like Klingons. So Worf is my goat. Yeah. And then I just like Patrick Stewart's a fantastic actor, so I'm invested in the adventures of the starship because he's really the prime focus of it. But it is, it feels like that was
a lot of the highlights for the show for me are when Picard is having to deal with some moral dilemma or is like stranded somewhere, and like we're getting basically a full episode with him. We will eventually get a full episode of just him and Wesley as well. Yeah. Stranded somewhere, which I'm not going to go into any more spoilers than that, but it's a fairly good episode. At least when I last watched it a while ago, if I'm remembering correctly, it was. So we'll see if that changes. But there are a lot of good things with Picard, especially once we do finally get introduced to Guinan. There are a lot of really interesting character moments that happen between the two of them, and even just with Picard, but because Guinan is now in the show, it's a little bit more weighty, things like that. So the kind of more moral side, he's a very Shakespearean, not only Patrick Stewart as an actor, but also Picard as a character, very Shakespearean, right? Yeah. And those types of things are really interesting as well. And so I'm very excited to continue. We will be focusing more heavily on the TNG as we go forward on the podcast. We're going to kind of get through this before we do too much else other than live releases when they come out. We will do Strange New Worlds Season 3 here in a couple of weeks.
As well as our season...
Because Season 4 will come out this summer, probably later this summer.
That's right.
We want to have been fully recapped so we can watch it live, right? But other than that, we'll do Season 2 coming up month probably or so. A month or so after that, we'll have Season 3. We will be doing Wrath of Khan as well, so that'll be fun. That will be fun. As well as a lot of comic stuff, which the next video after this on Tuesday will be Absolute Superman.
And we also have super exciting live release Comics World. For the first time in 50 years, Superman and Spider-Man are crossing over again.
Yes.
And that's going to be a fantastic video. And we're going to have maybe 3 videos on that subject because we got one from getting published by DC, a completely different, not just different covers, completely different story from Marvel coming next month. And I just got a very nice edition of the original crossover, and it would be fun to do like a final video comparing all 3. Yeah. So that's super exciting.
We're definitely going to do that. We also have Project Hail Mary coming early next month.
Exciting.
Very exciting. As we're recording it, it is the first day of release. I mean, technically there were some early releases and stuff, but it is Friday as we are recording this. So it is out today. So we are going to watch that soon, and we'll get a video out to you early April, as well as the Maul series, Star Wars, when that comes out.
It's exciting. Yeah. There's so much stuff going forward.
The comic was disappointing, but the show I have higher hopes for.
Yeah, that's kind of how tie-in comics work.
Yeah.
Beverage shout out, Kirk.
Oh. I actually had something that I was this would be perfect.
Do you want me to give one?
You can give one. The next video that we record, I'm going to try to remember because I thought it was a good one.
Okay, so if you put a glass of milk in the microwave and heated that bad boy up and you're drinking it right now, which is apparently a lot more people than I thought, because apparently that's more common than I thought it was. So if you're drinking warm microwaved milk right now, shout out to you. You are a legend. With that being said, good morning, good evening, and good night. God bless.
Judah might be a big baby.
Oh no.
God bless.